Welcome to the Bigfoot Files. I'm your host, Ben Carter. Deep within the heart of the Pacific Northwest, a hush falls over the towering pines. The forest, usually alive with the calls of birds and the rustling of small creatures, falls into an uneasy silence. The only sound is the distant cracking of branches, a sound that seems too deliberate, too heavy to be the work of an ordinary animal. An ominous feeling seeps into the air, a primal instinct that warns of a presence unseen and unknown. Through the dense underbrush and over the moss-covered rocks, a team of intrepid researchers threads its path. They are individuals drawn together by a common purpose, a quest that straddles the line between science and mythology. They are the members of the Olympic Project, and their mission is to uncover definitive biological proof of a creature that has long been dismissed as a mere figment of folklore. Their quarry? The elusive, enigmatic entity known as Bigfoot. Since the 1950s, the Pacific Northwest has been a hotbed of Bigfoot sightings, with hundreds of people claiming to have encountered the towering, hair-covered hominid. These accounts describe a creature of immense strength, capable of moving with a grace and speed that belies its size. Yet, despite the number of sightings and the tantalizing traces left behind, hard, irrefutable evidence of Bigfoot's existence remains elusive. The Olympic Project, named after the verdant Olympic Peninsula where they conduct their research, is one of the many groups worldwide seeking to validate these sightings and bring this creature out of the realm of legend and into the light of science. They are not merely chasing shadows and wild tales, they are pursuing a biological enigma, an evolutionary puzzle that could rewrite our understanding of the world and our place within it. Their quest is one of patience, resilience, and above all, conviction. They've endured the biting cold of winter nights and the blistering heat of summer days, trudging through the dense forest, scanning the ground for footprints, examining tree bark for signs of scratching, and listening for the fabled calls of this enigmatic creature. In the stillness of the forest, as the researchers hold their breath, the silence is broken once more by the distant cracking of branches. The sound grows louder, closer. The team freezes, their hearts pounding in their chests. Something is moving through the forest, something large. The tension is palpable as they wait, their cameras and recorders poised. Could this be the moment they've been waiting for? The moment when myth becomes reality and the hunt for Bigfoot yields its long-awaited proof? That is a question only time, and the wilderness, can answer. Yet, to truly understand the depth of their quest, we must delve into the roots of Bigfoot folklore, where the legend first took form. The genesis of the Bigfoot phenomenon can be traced back centuries, etched into the oral histories of the indigenous peoples of North America. Numerous tribes across the continent shared tales of towering, hair-covered beings that roamed the wilderness, from the Wendigo of the Algonquin peoples in the east to the Sonaqua of the Kwakwaka'wakw tribe in the Pacific Northwest. These legends were not merely fireside ghost stories designed to entertain or frighten. They were deeply interwoven into the cultural fabric of these communities, forming an integral part of their cosmology. These creatures, often described as part man, part beast, were seen as powerful entities that could bring either fortune or ruin, depending on their disposition. As settlers began to push westward in the 19th century, the tales of these indigenous peoples began to merge with their own experiences. Pioneer journals from the period give accounts of encounters with wild men in the wilderness, figures that were remarkably similar to the creatures found in indigenous stories. These accounts, often dismissed as the ravings of those overcome by the isolation and hardship of frontier life, nonetheless provided a glimpse into a mystery that was slowly taking shape. By the time the 20th century dawned, these isolated tales and legends had begun to coalesce into a single entity that we now know as Bigfoot. Newspaper archives from the period reveal a growing number of reports of encounters with a large, hair-covered bipedal creature. The term Bigfoot itself was popularized by a 1958 article in the Humboldt Times, reporting on large, unidentifiable footprints found in the forests of Northern California. As the sightings increased, so too did the intrigue. The legend of Bigfoot had evolved from an amalgamation of indigenous myths and pioneer tales to a modern mystery that captivated the public's imagination. The question that arose was not just whether such a creature could exist, but what it could mean for our understanding of human evolution and our place in the natural world. It was this question, this tantalizing possibility, that spurred the formation of groups dedicated to unraveling the enigma of Bigfoot, among them the Olympic Project. In the realm of the Olympic Project, eyewitness testimonies stand as indispensable pieces of the Bigfoot puzzle. These first-hand accounts, often from seasoned outdoorsmen with little to gain and much to lose from their disclosures, provide a compelling counterpoint to the skepticism often faced by those daring to give voice to the impossible. Consider the account of a retired park ranger, stationed for over 2 decades in the dense forests of Washington State's Olympic Peninsula. His encounter took place on a clear, moonlit night. He describes hearing a strange, resonant vocalization echoing through the trees, a sound he, with his extensive knowledge of local fauna, could not identify. Turning his spotlight towards the source, he caught sight of a massive, hairy figure disappearing into the underbrush. The ranger recalls the chill of fear that crawled up his spine, but also a profound sense of awe that has haunted him ever since. Another compelling testimony comes from a deer hunter in the Appalachian forests of West Virginia. He recounts glimpsing a large, shadowy figure, wreathed in the early morning mist. The creature was reportedly covered in coarse, dark hair, standing upright on 2 legs, a stark departure from the region's known wildlife. The hunter, a man accustomed to the solitude of the wilderness, was left shaken by the encounter, questioning what he knew of the world around him. Yet it's not just hunters and park rangers who report these encounters. Townspeople living on the fringes of these wilderness areas also have stories to share. Take, for instance, a school teacher from Willow Creek, California, who recalls seeing a huge bipedal creature crossing the road as she drove home one evening. The sighting lasted only a few seconds, but the image of that hulking figure, lit by her car's headlights, is forever seared into her memory. These accounts, and countless others like them, reveal a striking consistency in the descriptions of Bigfoot, despite the geographical distance between sightings. The creature is invariably described as large, covered in hair, and moving with an uncanny bipedal gait. Yet there's also a distinct variation in the details, hinting at possible regional differences within the Bigfoot species, much as we see with bears or wolves. The emotional impact of these encounters, too, is remarkably uniform. Witnesses describe a cocktail of fear, awe, and wonder, often coupled with a newfound respect for the mysteries our world still holds. These testimonies from the front lines of the Bigfoot hunt, while not definitive proof, are a vital piece of the elusive puzzle that the Olympic Project continues to assemble. In the pursuit of proving Bigfoot's existence, physical evidence plays a vital role. Over the decades, a vast array of artifacts and alleged biological samples have been collected, adding tangible dimensions to the testimonies and sightings. Some of the most compelling pieces of evidence are the plaster casts of footprints believed to be left by this elusive creature. These casts, often measuring over 15 inches in length and displaying distinctive non-human characteristics, have been the subject of intense scrutiny and debate. One such example is the Bluff Creek casts, discovered in 1958 in Northern California by construction worker Jerry Crew. The prints, which were embedded deep into the soil, exhibited a degree of detail that suggested they were not a hoax. The casts, showing wide, flat feet with a lack of arch similar to that of great apes, sparked widespread interest and brought Bigfoot to the forefront of public consciousness. Photographs, too, have played a significant role in the Bigfoot narrative. The infamous Patterson-Gimlin film, shot in 1967, remains one of the most hotly debated pieces of evidence. The grainy footage depicts a large, hairy, bipedal creature striding through a clearing in the woods near Bluff Creek. Despite numerous attempts to debunk the film or recreate it, the authenticity of the footage remains a point of contention among researchers. Sound recordings, often eerie, deep-throated growls or high-pitched screams, have also emerged. These sounds, captured in the depths of the forests, are unlike those of any known North American wildlife. Researchers like R. Scott Nelson, a retired U.S. Navy cryptolinguist, have analyzed these recordings and suggested that they exhibit a complex language structure, further fueling the belief in Bigfoot's existence. Biological samples, including hair and fecal matter, purportedly belong to Bigfoot have also been collected. Notable attempts to analyze these samples have been made by researchers like Dr. Melba Ketchum, a Texas-based forensic scientist. While her controversial study claimed that Bigfoot was a human relative that arose approximately 15,000 years ago, the scientific community has largely dismissed her findings. These pieces of physical evidence, each with its own story, have driven countless expeditions and investigations. Researchers like Jeff Meldrum, a professor of anatomy and anthropology, have dedicated their careers to the study of Bigfoot, contributing to the growing body of knowledge on this elusive creature. Despite the lack of definitive proof, the hunt continues, fueled by these tantalizing fragments of evidence that hint at the existence of an undiscovered species in our midst. The Olympic Project, too, remains undeterred, pressing on in their quest to unravel the truth about Bigfoot. Even amidst this fervor for the unknown, skepticism has its place, casting a hard light on the half-shadows of conjecture. This is not to dismiss the efforts of researchers or the experiences of witnesses, but to consider alternative explanations that might account for the Bigfoot phenomenon. One such explanation is hoaxing, a practice as old as the myth itself. The narrative of Bigfoot is not immune to human deceit, with several notable instances of fraudulent attempts to capitalize on the creature's popularity. From footprint casts made with wooden carvings to full-blown costume pranks, these hoaxes have, at times, muddied the waters of genuine research. Another possibility is the prospect of mistaken identity. The wilderness of North America is teeming with wildlife, and it's plausible that sightings of bears, gorillas escaped from zoos, or even humans could be misconstrued as encounters with Bigfoot. In the dense forest or under the cover of twilight, even the most trained eye can be fooled. Then there's the environment itself. Shadows cast by trees, the rustle of leaves, or the snap of a twig can easily spark the imagination, especially when one is actively searching for something out of the ordinary. Pareidolia, the psychological phenomenon where the mind perceives a familiar pattern where none exists, could also play a role in the Bigfoot enigma. Furthermore, there's the centuries-old cultural folklore and mythology that have shaped our perception of Bigfoot. Indigenous tribes across North America have their own versions of the creature, each with different names and stories. These tales, passed down through generations, have been woven into the fabric of our collective consciousness, perhaps making us more inclined to believe in the creature's existence. Yet, these rational explanations do not fully account for the sheer volume and consistency of sightings across the globe or the physical evidence that defies easy categorization. The existence of Bigfoot remains a tantalizing question mark, a mystery that continues to captivate and challenge us. The skeptics and believers alike are part of this ongoing conversation, each contributing their own perspective to this intriguing puzzle. The Olympic Project continues to delve into this mystery, exploring the evidence and seeking to illuminate the truth that lies beyond the known boundaries of science. The pursuit for answers has also been tackled by official agencies, journalists, and filmmakers, each bringing their unique lens to the Bigfoot mystery. The creature's cultural status has been amplified by its portrayal in television and film, ranging from the comically absurd to the chillingly plausible. From B-grade horror films to popular animated shows, Bigfoot has held a consistent presence in the public imagination, often serving as a symbol for our fascination with the unknown. On a more serious note, there are allegations of government involvement in the Bigfoot phenomenon. Some researchers claim to have encountered resistance from official channels when attempting to investigate sightings or gather evidence. Stories of confiscated samples, lost files, and unexplained bureaucratic red tape lend an air of intrigue to the already enigmatic creature. These accounts, while mostly anecdotal, hint at a potential suppression of information, leading some to believe that the existence of Bigfoot is known and deliberately kept hidden by certain authorities. Television documentaries have often played a crucial role in bringing the Bigfoot phenomenon to mainstream consciousness. Programs like Monster Quest and Finding Bigfoot have provided a platform for eyewitness accounts, expert opinions, and field investigations. They have exposed millions of viewers to the idea of Bigfoot as a plausible entity rather than a mere product of folklore or fantasy. Journalistic coverage of Bigfoot has varied greatly in tone and approach. Some outlets have chosen to highlight the more sensational aspects, the hoaxes, the outlandish claims, and the eccentrics of the Bigfoot community. Others have taken a more sober approach, focusing on the scientific efforts to prove or disprove the creature's existence, presenting the physical evidence, and giving voice to both skeptics and believers. The role of media in shaping public perception of Bigfoot cannot be overstated. It has been instrumental in keeping the creature in the public eye, fueling debates and inspiring a new generation of researchers. However, it has also been criticized for amplifying hoaxes, promoting unfounded theories, and feeding into the culture of fear and sensationalism. The Bigfoot story, as told through the lens of government files and media exposure, is a complex tapestry of intrigue, skepticism, belief, and desire for discovery. It's a narrative that continues to evolve, shaped by new evidence, shifting perspectives, and the enduring allure of the unknown. The Olympic Project remains committed to unraveling this narrative, navigating the terrain of fact, fiction, and the shadowy realms in between. In the pursuit of understanding Bigfoot, it's important to acknowledge the creature's global counterparts. Just as Bigfoot stalks through the folklore of North America, similar entities roam in the mythology of numerous cultures worldwide, suggesting universal archetypes that resonate through time and across continents. In the snow-capped Himalayas, local tales speak of the Yeti, a cryptid often described as a giant bipedal creature covered in hair. The Yeti has a firm foothold in Sherpa folklore, and numerous expeditions have sought to uncover its biological proof, much like the quest for Bigfoot. Venturing to Australia, we encounter the Yowie, another large, hairy hominid that features prominently in Aboriginal oral traditions. Yowie sightings have been reported from the dense rainforests of Queensland to the Blue Mountains near Sydney, mirroring the widespread reports of Bigfoot in diverse environments across North America. In Central Asia, particularly Mongolia and Kazakhstan, stories of the almas circulate. Described as a human-like creature, the almas is often cited as a possible relict hominid. Its existence, while not proven, is supported by a rich tapestry of local legend and a handful of physical artifacts. These global parallels to Bigfoot are not limited to oral traditions and reported sightings. In the realm of ancient art, cave paintings and petroglyphs depict humanoid figures with distinct, beast-like features. From the Tassili Niger in Algeria to the Chauvet Cave in France, these ancient renderings hint at a shared human experience, an enduring fascination with the wild man archetype. Indigenous cultures worldwide have long passed down stories of such figures, often serving as cautionary tales or spiritual lessons. In many ways, these wild men represent the boundary between civilization and wilderness, the known and the unknown, the human and the non-human. Whether it's Bigfoot, Yeti, Yowie, or Almas, the recurring motif of a large, hairy, bipedal humanoid creature is a cross-cultural phenomenon. Its persistence in global folklore and mythology might be a testament to a shared human memory or collective unconscious. Alternatively, it could imply a biological reality yet to be fully uncovered. The Olympic Project is not just about Bigfoot. It's a quest that taps into these wider patterns, exploring the interconnected web of global folklore, ancient art, and cryptid research. It's a journey that probes the depths of human experience and our enduring fascination with the unknown. The digital age has had a catalytic effect on the global hunt for Bigfoot, introducing new tools and platforms that have expanded the reach and scope of investigations. Beyond the realm of physical evidence and eyewitness accounts, the hunt has moved into the world of infrared sensors, trail cameras, drones, and smartphone footage. The advent of smartphones and portable cameras has democratized the process of evidence gathering. In the palm of our hands, we hold devices capable of capturing high-definition video and photos. Hence, a chance encounter with Bigfoot can be documented in real time and shared instantly with the world. In recent years, there have been numerous purported sightings of Bigfoot captured on smartphones and trail cameras. A farmer in North Carolina claimed to have caught a glimpse of Bigfoot on his trail camera in 2018. The grainy footage shows a large bipedal creature moving through the woods, igniting a flurry of online debate. Similarly, drones provide an unprecedented vantage point, capturing footage in inaccessible terrains. In 2017, a video surfaced online showing an alleged Bigfoot sighting in Idaho, captured by a drone. While skeptics argue the figure could be a bear or human, others maintain it fits the description of Bigfoot. The internet has also played a pivotal role in the resurgence of Bigfoot investigations. Online communities of cryptozoologists and enthusiasts have flourished, creating platforms for sharing evidence, debating theories, and organizing expeditions. From forums to social media groups, these online spaces serve as hubs of collaboration and discussion, fueling the ongoing quest for biological proof of Bigfoot. The viral nature of digital media has also injected new energy into the hunt. Footage or images claiming to show Bigfoot can spread rapidly across the globe, sparking widespread interest and debate. This virality generates a feedback loop, encouraging more people to participate in the hunt and document their encounters. However, the digital age brings its own challenges. The ease of manipulation and the spread of misinformation necessitate a rigorous scrutiny of digital evidence. Yet, even amidst these challenges, technology has undeniably reignited the global search for Bigfoot, enabling us to probe deeper into the wilderness, share our findings with the world, and continue this relentless pursuit of the unknown. The lore of Bigfoot is more than just a quest for biological evidence. It carries deeper, more profound resonances within human consciousness, symbolizing our enduring fascination with the unknown and the tension between civilization and wilderness. Bigfoot is the embodiment of the wild and untamed, a primordial force that lurks at the edges of our modern world. Its elusive nature serves as a stark reminder of the vast, uncharted wilderness that still exists beyond the borders of our urban landscapes. Despite our technological advancements and scientific achievements, Bigfoot signifies that there are still mysteries hidden in the wild, enigmatic creatures that elude our understanding and challenge our notions of dominion over nature. Simultaneously, Bigfoot represents the fear of the unknown, a primal dread hardwired into our psyche. This creature, said to stand at the fringe of human awareness, taps into our deep-rooted fear of what lies hidden in the shadows, the unseen lurking just beyond our field of view. This fear, while unnerving, is also compelling, driving our curiosity and fueling our determination to uncover the truth. The archetype of the hidden giant watching from the edge of our world is a powerful one. It embodies a sense of awe and wonder, a reminder of our smallness in the grand scheme of things. The figure of Bigfoot, solitary and silent, observing from the peripheries, poses a tantalizing question. What else might be out there, watching us from the edges of our understanding? The cultural, psychological, and symbolic dimensions of Bigfoot extend far beyond the realm of cryptozoology. They reach into the depths of the human psyche, playing on our primal fears and our insatiable curiosity. They reflect our relationship with the natural world, our fascination with the boundaries of knowledge, and our enduring quest to make sense of the universe. Regardless of whether the hunt for Bigfoot yields definitive proof, the cultural impact of this elusive creature persists. Its presence lingers in our collective consciousness, a symbol of the enigmatic wilderness, the fear of the unknown, and the thrill of the hunt. It serves as a potent reminder of our ceaseless desire to explore, to question, and to uncover the mysteries that lie just beyond the borders of our understanding. This enduring search for Bigfoot can also be seen as a reflection of our human need for wonder, for the possibility of the inexplicable and the unexplained. In a world increasingly defined by absolutes, by binary choices, and by the tyranny of the known, Bigfoot allows us the luxury of the uncertain, the unproven, and the unexplored. It harks back to a time when maps still held blank spaces, when unknown creatures and lands existed just beyond the horizon. This creature, whether real or imagined, represents a longing for something greater than ourselves, something that transcends our ordinary reality. In its shadowy presence, we glimpse the potential for awe and marvel, for a world teeming with mysteries still waiting to be discovered. The persistence of belief in Bigfoot, despite the lack of definitive biological proof, speaks volumes about our collective psyche. It underscores our capacity for faith, for holding on to narratives that resonate with us on a deep, emotional level. More than the prospect of a hidden, hulking creature lurking in the forest, Bigfoot symbolizes our capacity to dream, to wonder, and to believe in the incredible. Even in the absence of solid evidence, the legend of Bigfoot persists. It thrives in the silent, shadowy corners of our imagination, in the whispers of the trees, in the hush of the wilderness. It dwells in the spaces between the known and the unknown, teasing our curiosity, nudging us to look closer, to question deeper. The mystery of Bigfoot is not merely about a creature hiding in the woods. It is about us, about our yearning for mystery and our relentless pursuit of the unknown. It is a testament to our insatiable curiosity, our enduring fascination with the enigmatic and the unexplained. So, as we delve deeper into the forest in search of Bigfoot, perhaps what we are truly searching for is a part of ourselves, a part that is still captivated by the allure of the unknown, that is still driven by a sense of wonder, that is still willing to believe in the existence of mysteries that lurk beyond the edges of our understanding. In the end, the quest for Bigfoot is as much a journey into our own inner wilderness as it is a hunt for a legendary creature of the forest. Thanks for listening. This has been the Bigfoot Files. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.